Hello everyone, EtherSong here, and today we're going to be talking about censorship in Blue Protocol. Now this is a topic that first came up a number of months back when we had the network test in Japan, and there was some data mining happening where players found that there was some outfits that looked to be changed in the US version compared to the Japanese version. But at this time I didn't really want to talk about it until we got some more information from Amazon. And in these past few days, there's going to be a lot of information coming out with the first looks of the Amazon version of Blue Protocol. And in this, we got our first look at also the censorship in the game. So I figured this would be as good a time as any to talk about the censorship in the game and what's being changed and just my thoughts on it in general. So to first start out, there was an interview here as well about the censorship, and they had a long answer. Blue Protocol database had a nice interview here. They said, let's start with the first question. Censorship is a huge topic in the West. Can you confirm if elements of the game will be changed in Blue Protocol to fit the Western scene? If yes, may you expand on this subject? And Mike here gave a very long answer, basically saying, yes, we're going to be censoring certain things to make it more approachable for the West, right? And some of these things include the shake button, the physics shake button, and also changing some of the character, outfits for especially the children models, which can make sense. But let's look at some of the things that changed. But one of the biggest ones that changed that wasn't really discussed here is that they removed one of the faces completely for the game. They have only two faces shown here, but there's actually, a third one in the Japanese version. So you actually have a third version of the face here. Next we have the face features. So for the face features, there are three main faces to choose from, and also based on the face, it seems like the body size also is linked to it. So for this middle face here, you only can have small characters, because I guess it's like a younger face. You can, yeah. So basically, you adjust height. You have this small face here that wasn't an option to choose in this Western version or the Amazon version of the release. So it looks like they just censored it completely. So they completely removed one of the faced options from the game, which is kind of incredible considering that back in their Welcome to Ragnus video that they had posted 7 months back, they actually had one of the
to unlock your lost memories.
These characters with the smaller faces showing right away in the video. So in their own promotional video, they have characters with this face type. And they just completely removed from the game because I guess it's seen as you can't have short characters or the characters look too young or something like that, which it just feels a little obsessive in what they're doing. It's like, do you really need to go far? Does it need to be censored? Is anything about this character really need to be censored? And I would say no. There's no real reason to censor. I mean, look at, they said they're aiming for, what is it, teen ratings. Looking for the teen rating. That makes sense. They want to make it so it fits into the Western rating system, and then some things may be changed for that. But let's look at even like something like Nikkei, like what that's being like put at 12 plus, I believe. I think it's at the teen rating in US. If Nikkei can get a teen rating, I'm pretty sure Blue Protocol can get a teen rating with like a character like this. Is there anything that's really problematic about this? That's just what really sticks out to me. It's like they are censoring things they really don't need to censor. There's no real reason to go that far to censor these things. And interestingly, in Japan, this second face option, which is the face options for the smaller characters, was the most popular face type chosen by players in the network test back at the end of March here in Japan. I don't know about the release statistics, but it's probably pretty similar. About half the players playing the game, or half the players choosing female characters in Japan were choosing that face type. So Amazon completely removed the most popular face type from the game for the Western release. It just kind of boggles my mind that they would go that far. So just like completely cut it out. And that's considering that they're saying that this is a game about customization, right? Customize your character. That's one of their promotional things for the game.
Be your own hero and stand out on the battlefield. Equip armor, clothes, accessories, and mounts to fight back the forces of evil and customize them to look good doing it. In Blue Protocol, the options are nearly limitless. You can look how you want and play how you want.
I find it funny how they say you can look how you want and play how you want, as long as it's not something we've censored, right? It's just kind of silly that their main focus of their promotion for their marketing for the game is all this customization, and they're the ones censoring the customization themselves. And we're still only at this point, the main thing that they're censoring, is just, coming to this physics option right here, the physics jiggle, and also, one of the face types, the most popular face type from the Japanese audience from the game. And also, like, going back to this post, it looks like, some of the NPCs in Japan have skirts, sort of like children NPCs have skirts. And I guess Amazon's looking to censor that. And I can kind of understand that, but I don't know. On the other hand, kids in Japan, there's lots of kids in Japan just wear skirts, and it's no big deal. It's just like something that kids do. No one really thinks deeply about it. Is that really like a big deal for the games? I don't understand, but perhaps that's something that they need to do for the rating, which if it is, then I guess it's unavoidable. But maybe the rating system is just being kind of like overreacting as well. Like, is that something that really is a problematic? I mean, you have games of like killing things and doing things like that, and this is where they focus on. And I guess Amazon's not really like new to this censorship stuff, because I haven't really followed Lost Ark too much, but evidently when Lost Ark came to Amazon, they took their hand in the censorship jar and went ahead and censored a lot of the outfits. As you can see here, we had like the Korean or Russian versions, and EU NA, which is the Amazon edition of the censorship, and it's a lot more censored. They removed all skin, you can see from this one, it looks like, and just did away with it. And also had this, I believe it was like an artist class or something. And in the Korean version, you had these characters with short skirts. And looking at the Amazon, it looks like they just removed the skirts completely. So I don't know why they feel like they need to do this. And this is not like the only thing. I saw this image before, and it seems like this. I don't know, is this like what, like the woke culture that's happening in America currently? Or does they feel like they have to change things because otherwise people will feel offended or something? I just I just have a trouble understanding why they go through such efforts to censor things, where it feels like they could just leave the game as is in a lot of aspects. It just over obsessive, it feels like to me, with their take on the censorship, and I don't know. It feels like they don't really need to be doing as much as they are. But I mean, that's just my take. For me, myself, I'm still probably going to be playing on the Japanese version of Blue Protocol, so I'm going to be avoiding all the censorship. I can just kind of watch from the sidelines and kind of see what Amazon does to, I don't know, make themselves fail. It feels like they, have all these opportunities on their hand, and they just go out of their way to potentially limit themselves or inhibit themselves, saying that it's because what the players want, or we don't want to offend anybody. It's like you go to such a extent to try not to offend everybody, you drive everyone away. But that's where we're at currently. So these are some of the things that look like they're going to be censored, or I guess are censored as per the interview. So we'll have to see what else gets censored going forward with Blue Protocol for the Amazon release. If you have any thoughts on this, let me know in the comments. I'll be sure to keep following this as it continues. But once again, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.